I recently came across a TikTok video where a design business had their whole website cloned and some scammer was using it to trick people into trying to apply for a job at that business and then charging them an application fee and stealing their credentials. Don't really know how the scam was happening on the other end, but we do know that whole design agency had their website cloned completely. So it looked identical to theirs, except for they just changed out one section. Instead of a contact us, it had apply now. And that apply now was a form that the person had to fill out, which then initiated a process where the scammer was able to then work on them further to try and take advantage of them and get money out of them somehow. So I helped this business out. I came across it on TikTok and I thought, oh, I could step in there and help it out. I love doing internet sleuthing and figuring things out and helping people with the web. That's what I do. So I checked it out. I went and I looked at this, both first the actual designs website, then I went and looked at the one that was the clone, and they just took changed the domain a little bit. So it was a very similar domain, almost identical domain. And they copied all the design. They just took off part of the logo, and then the rest of it was all the same, even the same people, the same bios, everything was the same on the website except for that application part. So I did a little research into it. Basically what I did was right click and view source code, and looked in and I saw what the source code for that cloned website was for the scammer's website. And it turns out that it was the exact same source code as the main website, which was running on Squarespace. So this was a good thing because on Squarespace, you can then make a request, because they are not allowed to host any copyrighted data on Squarespace's server. So that's a violation of Squarespace's terms. So that's the first thing I told them to do is you need to open up a ticket with Squarespace and show them the website and tell them that this person right here is using Squarespace's servers to clone our website, our copyrighted material. And then the second thing I did was I went and looked up, I used the ICANN lookup, which is lookup, so lookup.iccan.org. That's a lookup tool where you can look and find out when a domain was registered by whom and when it expires, a lot of information about a domain. So I found out that this scammer, had registered the domain in the 24th of December of this last year, so December 24th, 2023, and it had the person's full name and their address. So it actually said the name of the person, first and last name, and they had their address located down in Nigeria. So I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. All their data is right there. So I shared that with them, with the owner of the design company. I sent them, this is the person's name, and this is where they live, and this is when they registered it. And then here's the company that they registered it through. And then on the actual lookup, there is an email for abuse. It was like abuse contact at the name of this registrar. And I said, you need to send them an email saying, hey, somebody's using your domain registrar services to clone my content and my copyrighted material, and send them a request as well. So you're hitting them at the domain and you're hitting them at the hosting. So that's what I told them to do, because there's really not much else you can do. This design firm had hired other developers to try and do like a DDoS attack and try to take down the website. And I was like, that's just a waste of time, and that's not really a good way to go about it. Not only that, but you're actually doing, what they did was illegal, but when you try to DDoS and attack their website, that's another illegal activity. So just because somebody breaks in and robs your store doesn't mean you go to their house and break in and rob their house. You have to go about it the right way. So I shared that information with the owner, and she was very, very happy, very grateful with that. Even saying, hey, I'll probably even use you guys for web design services in the future, which I thought was very flattering. But I love helping people. So if you're in a similar type of situation, those are the two steps that you need to do. I explained how I investigated the source code of the website, and I investigated the domain that they used. And then you need to go right to the source and write them a ticket, and you just keep working that ticket until they take it down, because a copyright is a serious issue and is something that legally they do have to take action with the companies that you're paying for your website and for your domain registration. So this is Joe Field with SkyPoint Studios. If you're in a similar situation, definitely comment down below. I can help you as well. If you need help with your website or online marketing, you have questions, definitely get a hold of me. I run SkyPoint Studios. I'd love to help you out. And thank you so much for watching my video. I'll catch you on the next one.